Hey guys, as promised, I was making another video. The last couple of people that have asked me how in the world do I make it, being what I am, doing what I do, and how I go about it. Well, how to bounce back, how to deal with negativity and negative people, negative things. Also, how to deal with just everything that's thrown at me. I will be very honest with you. Sometimes I wonder how in the world I do it, and then I think on it and I realize that's it. That's what I do. The answer to those questions, whether you're going through something very traumatic or very terrible, there's one key thing that there's few key things that you want to practice and you want to utilize. Everyone has it. Everyone has the capability. It's resiliency. The ability to be beat up, pushed down, put down, put through hell and back, and then come back. Get back up, come back. Get back up, come back. Dust yourself off and keep going. Keep going forward. Continue to keep going forward. Now, if you suffer from mental or emotional, problems or traumas, you got to remind yourself that there's someone out there struggling just like you. No one is ever alone. Even if you feel alone, no one is ever truly alone. If you're a spiritualist like me, you know for a fact you're never alone. Ever. And resiliency. There's also another key thing you gotta practice and utilize. Hope. Now here's an exercise, and this works for everyone. I don't know where I got this exercise from, but I remember the moment that I partook in it. I was 13 years old. Everyone's most, I guess, craziest time in life was when puberty hits. So when I was 13 years old, I took a piece of paper. I had a desk. My favorite spot in my bedroom was my desk. I did artwork. I journaled. I wrote things. I drew things. Tried to do homework on it. But when it came to my emotions and my mind and pouring it all over the place, it occurred on that desk. So what I did, I wrote down. I took a pen, a pencil, all the highlighters I had, and I rewrote one word until I felt satisfied. One word. Hope. H-O-P-E. Hope. And I just looked at it, and I made my brain pull out every definition it knew of the word hope. Think of different scenarios and movies and books and stories that occurred where hope was the main character, the hero, the protagonist. The first thing I did was, after it occurred to me how beautiful that word was and how beautiful the act of it was, I cried. I felt good. Felt warm. It made my heart beat. It made my heart swell. And I embraced it. I wanted that. Hope. Hope is something you can't go and get. Hope is not something you can go buy. Hope is not something that you can dial a number and it automatically happens on your phone. Hope is something that comes from you, your mind, your heart, your body, your soul. It comes from you. You make your own hope. You make it. No one else can give it to you unless powers that be behooves it to them. Hope. Anyone can give it. Anyone can make it. Hope. And a lot of people who are bitter, when they hear the word hope, they sneer. There is no hope. Hope, what's that? I never had it. That's because they're stuck in the dark. It's too easy to give in. It's too easy to give up. But there are some people who have given up and they realize that nothing really fixes it in giving up. They live in denial once they've fully given up. Sometimes those poor people don't ever get out of it. But when hope happens, hope can do all kinds of things. Big things, little things. Hope is the number one negative enemy. Negative's enemy. Hope is the enemy of darkness. Hope is the enemy of hatred, anger, bitterness. Just a 4-letter word, hope. Hope. Every day I wake up, I have hope that today is going to be good. I have hope that, I will not get upset. I will not have anything shake me from what kind of day I want to have. You can decide what kind of day you're going to have. Now, if you're in a job that you hate, whether it be the job itself or the boss or the coworkers, it's up to you to decide whether or not they affect you. Now, chances are, when you're in the presence of negative people, they're going to try to take your hope away. They're going to try to take your light from you. Bottom line is, you decide whether they take it or not. If you want to have a good day, tell yourself. Manifest it. If you have to look at yourself in the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I'm tired, but I want to have a good day. I'm going to have a good day. I want to be happy about something. Now, some people, they're happy at the fact they can come back home after work or after whatever they do. Like, you know what? I don't want to leave my home, but I'll feel bad and rotten if I don't do what I got to do. I can come back home, come back to my safe space. Now, you also have to do some things to make you feel better about, make you feel better about, whatever you're going through. I've already mentioned resiliency. I've already mentioned hope. Now, another one, it takes practice. Stubbornness. If you're not a stubborn person, try to educate yourself on how to be stubborn. Now, stubbornness doesn't have to necessarily be a bad thing. Stubbornness can be something really good. Like, for instance, when I get up in the morning, I am damn well determined that I'm going to have a good day, and nothing that is out of my control is going to upset me. Like, let's say you're driving. Number one reason why people get cranky, driving. Nobody really seems to like driving. I noticed everyone has some kind of it's called driving anxiety, where they have road rage, get cranky, get mean, aggravated, snippy. It happens. I don't really get that. I do get like I call it butterflies, but I don't get mean. I don't get angry. I don't cut people off, and I don't speed. I just want to get where I gotta go safely. So I do the speed limit, because you can't go wrong if you do the speed limit. Now, chances are a lot of people are going to be behind you, go, why aren't you speeding? Why aren't you driving? Well, if it's 55, I'm going 55. Unless there's room to permit 60 miles an hour. So the thing is, stubbornness. Stubbornness is when you get cut off and someone is driving like a butt. They're driving offensively instead of defensively like they should. That's when you don't get upset. And if someone's trying to get in front of you or pass you, just let them. You're going to get where you got to go anyways. Don't get upset. Stubbornness. It's when you have a sunny disposition, you're at work and someone's trying to poop on your parade and you don't let it happen. They're nasty, they're mean, you go, okay, well you still wish them a good day. I tell people that I am stubbornly positive. Think of that word. Stubbornly positive. It works. I can confidently say that 95% of the time I have mastered it. 95%. I'm not going to go the extra mile of saying 100. 100 is when I'm nothing but smiling rainbows. I'm being honest with myself. I find joy in little things. I find joy and when I have joy in bigger things that occur, I'm quite pleased. Do I get cranky? Yes. Do I get emotional? Yes. But I try exclusively hard not to take it out on folks. Everyone is going through everything. Anything and everything. You don't know what it is. Till you know what it is. Then and only then you'll know what they need, what you need, exactly. Like if a person's going through some really horrible thing, like let's say one of their parents died, and you happen to be in a very bad mood and you give them a bunch of crap, you could be the reason why someone snaps. You could be the reason why someone sinks a little lower. If you can't help anyone, the Dalai Lama said it best. If you can't help anyone, don't hurt them. But if you can help someone, Mother Teresa said it best. If you can't feed 1,000, then feed just one. Words to live by. The Dalai Lama. If you can't help anyone, don't hurt anyone. Mother Teresa. If you can't feed 1,000, then feed one. Gandhi. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Those are my go-to phrases. So, the keys to make it through life, find joy, find happiness and peace, is you blatantly choose to be happy and positive. If you really want that, kind of life, if you choose it, then you stay resilient, keep hope, and just keep trying. Also, I may be talking about all sunshine and rainbows, but you also don't let people walk all over you. You can't pour from an empty cup. You have to learn to do for yourself as well. Be kind to yourself as well as others. And also, stand up for yourself. Oh my God, my hair's a mess. This is just brushing it. My karate instructor told me that there's always a time for play and there's always a time for work. And there's a time to laugh and there's a time to fight. You have to know when those times are. So, if you have any more questions or comments, please feel free to comment below the video or message me. I don't mind. I'm also available on Facebook. If you want a reading, let me know. If you are interested in looking at my wares, let me know. I'll send you a link. So, I wish we all have a really good day today, and love and light to you all.